المؤلف ابن الآجري رحمه الله تعالى: والفعل يعرف بقد والسين وسوف وتاء التأنيث الساكنة. So Ibn al-Ajurrum now he begins to speak about the how verbs are recognized, and he already spoke about how nouns, al-asma, are recognized, and he said that they have different signs. From amongst those signs, can anyone remember what those signs were? Particular signs that belong to the asma. For example, he said, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Jade. So either it has alif lam, or it has a harf jar, or it accepts being majroor, or it accepts a tanween. That is the sign of the al-asma. Now Ibn al-Ajurrum spoke about alamat al-af'al. How is something recognized to be a verb? Well, he said either it has the word qad entering upon it, or a seen, the letter seen entering upon it. Okay. Like for example, in Surah كلا ستعلمون ثم كلا ستعلمون. Why can't I remember the name of that surah? So the scene over here, ستعلمون, tells us that تعلم is a verb. And also ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. سوف is also a verb. MashaAllah, is that your family, Muzammil? Or do we have another class sharing our frequencies? MashaAllah, bless your kids and bless your family and bless all the brothers and their families. Keep them upon Tawheed and protect them from the trials and the tribulations ahead. SubhanAllah, changing times. Alhamdulillah. So, alamat al-af'al. So he said, qad, seen, وسوف, وتاء التأنيث الساكنة. تاء التأنيث is the ta which looks like this, is maftuh. Okay, maftuhatun, it's open like that, and it has a sukoon on it. Okay, because ta'a ta'neeth also we recognize it to be the other one, the one that comes after the word, for example, thallajatun. Yeah, which looks like this at the end of many words. Shajaratun, thallajatun, sayyaratun, baqaratun. Ta marbuta. It's ta'a ta'neeth. Ta'a ta'neeth, the word ta'neeth means rendering it feminine. The feminine, because it denotes that particular word is in feminine gender. So this is the ta that we have over here. This is also ta ta'neeth. But this one has a sukoon on it. So it's called ta ta'neeth as-sakinah. Okay? And this one is known as ta al-marbutah. Closed. Marbut means to close. So the closed ta. Jayid. So these are the four signs of the fi'l. Ibn Uthaimeen, he says, أربع علامات, 4 signs. كل كلمة مسبوقة بقد, every word that has قد preceding it, فهي فعل, is considered to be a verb. كل كلمة مسبوقة بالسين وسوف, every word that has seen or سوف come before it, فهي فعل, is a verb. كل كلمة مختومة, see, مختومة means to, ending with. Previous ones he said مسبوقة, مسبوقة, مسبوق means coming before it, preceding it. مختوم means comes at the end of it. كل كلمة مختومة, finished by, finishing with تاء التأنيث الساكنة, the سكون open تاء of the feminine gender, فهي فعل, then that word, that kalima is a verb. That word comes, the word that has this ta at the end of it is فعل, it's a verb. Okay? Shaykh gives some examples. مثال الأول, the example of the first thing that shows up, which is قد. قد أفلح المؤمنون, آية in the Quran. قد أفلح المؤمنون, indeed the believers have achieved success. This is in Surah Al-Mu'minun. قد came before this word أفلح. Immediately you know that أفلح is a verb. Shaykh says أفلح فعل, الدليل, the proof, دخول قد. Excuse me, brothers. Let's continue. Assalamu alaikum. Afwan, there was a short break because of important phone call. So we got to this point where Shaykh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaimeen rahimahullah ta'ala, he shows an example of qad coming before a verb in the Quran. قد أفلح المؤمنون. He says أفلح is a verb, فعل. The proof is that qad came before it. Al-mu'minun, this is an ism. How do you know? Alif lam. دخول ألف lam. Another example, السين. كلا سيعلمون. كلا سيعلمون in سورة التكاثر. كلا سيعلمون. So this scene, Shaykh Uthaimeen says يعلمون is فعل, because the proof, seen, entered upon it. Okay. And no, my mistake. كلا سيعلمون طبعا in سورة النبأ, in سورة نبأ. أما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون. صحيح. So that therefore is in Surah Al-Naba. كلا سيعلمون. So the scene is before يعلمون, and يعلمون is a verb. As for كلا سوف تعلمون, and سوف تعلمون, this is in Surah Al-Takathur. And Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, he said Surah Al-Hakum. Surah Al-Hakum. Okay, so here you know indication from Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen that another name of Surah Al-Takathur is Surah Al-Hakum. And the Salaf, they used to give names of surahs with the introductory words sometimes. Okay, so في سورة الهاكم كلا سوف تعلمون. So Shaykh says سوف تعلمون. تعلمون فعل لدخول سوف. And the Shaykh again says فكل كلمة دخلت عليها السين فهي فعل وكل كلمة دخلت عليها سوف فهي فعل فإذا كانت السين منها فقد تكون فعلا وقد لا تكون فعلا وقد لا تكون. This is interesting. Shaykh now says, as for if the seen what happens to actually be the first letter of that word, then it's possible that that word is a verb and it may not necessarily be a verb. For example, sihrun. Sihr over here, min bunyatil kalima, is a part of the word. The seen, whereas the seen which we are studying here, which is one of the signs of a verb mentioned previously, is not a part of the actual word, as in the case of saya'lamun. That seen is not a part of ya'lamun, is entered upon it, it's a separate entity. So the Shaykh says, فَالسِّينُ الَّتِي عَلَامَةٌ عَلَى الْفِعْلِ, the seen that is a sign of a verb, خَارِجَةٌ عَنْ بُنْيَةِ الْكَلِمَةِ, it is away from and separate from the makeup, the original makeup of that word. فمثلا سيعلمون, for example, سيعلمون أول الفعل يا, that verb is the ya, and the seen enters upon it. Okay, the word sihr, you can't say the ha and the ra, hurr, is a verb because seen came to it. No, seen is a part of the word, and sihrun, this is a noun because it accepts the tanween. قوله Ibn al-Aajrummiyyah said تاء التأنيث الساكنة. Shaykh says, saying of Ibn al-Aajrummiyyah تاء التأنيث الساكنة, and I think this is something that we'll have to explain in detail next time. We'll just touch on the beginning of what he said. تاء التأنيث الساكنة اشترط شرطين. He placed two conditions upon this ta. Firstly, الأول, it has to be تأنيث, تاء التأنيث. والثاني ساكنة. جيد. فكل كلمة, every word, ختمت بتاء التأنيث الساكنة, finished with the feminine gender ta that has a sukoon on it, فهي فعل, then that word is actually a verb. مثال ذلك, the example of that, قوله تعالى, the Son of the Most High, قالت الأعراب, قالت الأعراب. جيد. Somebody might say, well, why is there a kasra here? You just told me it's supposed to be sukoon. Well, this is sukoon, and because the lam also has a sukoon, this is iltiqa'u sakinain, two sukoons coming together, just in order to be able to create some type of fluidity between these two words, and a means of joining them together, we read qalatil a'rabu. So the kasra there is just for pronunciation purposes, but actually that ta is ta'ut ta'nith as-sakina. It says ta, a feminine gender with a sukoon on it. Therefore, the words which come before it, qala, now you know this is a verb. Shaykh says, فَكَلِمَةْ قَالَتْ فِعْلٌ. That whole word is a verb because it has ta'nith as-sakina on the end of it. وَقَالَ جُوزٌ عَقِيمٌ. Again, another example. قالت is also a verb because it finished with تاء التأنيث الساكنة. جيد. And then the Shaykh shows how it's not always going to be the case. That not every ta that comes at the end of a word is going to be ta'nith as-sakina. For example, baytun, akhiruha ta. There's a ta at the end of it. لكنها ليست للتأنيث. It's not there to indicate that this word is mu'annath, the feminine word. بل هي من بنية الكلمة. Rather, this is from the actual part, main part of the word. جيد. So we'll stop there inshallah ta'ala and continue this part of the explanation of ta'ata'id al-sakina in the next class. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The first recording before the phone call, can you hear me, Akhi?